Hello, 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 and happy 10th of the month to all of my amazing Cancers. Yes, I know you all have watched the video for the number 10 and recognize that the number 10 is really all about instant manifestation. We're going to be talking about 1111 now. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Plus, we're 8 days away from the next full moon. So who is more receptive to the moon than a Cancer? No one else. Yes, let's get right into it, Cancers. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my amazing Cancers as it relates to every area of their lives, specifically in areas of power and intellect, money and wealth, creativity and emotions, and spirituality, and where my Cancers need to take action. I am talking to my empaths. Yes, you all are very sensitive. You're subtle, very sensitive. Yes, you have their hard shell, the symbol of the crab, right? Protecting this vulnerable interior. Yes, Cancers, I am talking to you. Yeah, my intuitives, people who are out here creating their own soul tribes. The beautiful thing about crab energy, oh, this is very nice. The beautiful thing about crab energy is that you all will withdraw. Those antennas that you see on those crabs, you all will withdraw when you sense danger. That's what I really want you to return back to. That's who you've always been, a person who is very receptive to energy, right? As we move closer and closer to this full moon, you'll start to see energies around you expose themselves, right? Yeah, but there's also things in you that are being exposed, like your sensitivity to energy. And so that's what you're sort of returning back to. I love this for you, Cancer. Here we have the Queen of Cups. We also have the Four of Wands. We also have the Page of Wands. Very, very nice. I don't know if you all saw the page, see that Page of Wands. We also have the Four of Swords. I see a lot of you all just sleeping better because, again, you're taking those very vivid dreams that you may be having and saying, okay, I'll choose what I nurture and what I don't want to nurture, right? We also have the King of Swords. Like, you're not out here trying to solve the whole world's problems. Like, you're very sensitive, nurturing energy. I'm talking to men and women. You're a divine masculine by default. And so, I see you all. Did I show you the King of Swords? The King of Swords as well as the Ace of Swords here. See? The King of Swords here and the Ace of Swords. I see, Cancer, you learning how to take your power back, like finding no issues or problems with the fact that you're a highly sensitive sign. You're very sensitive to energy, right? Which means, again, and I've said this in the past, that you're sensitive to other people's energy. So you know when other people are happy, when they're sad, whatever mood they're in, you already know it before they even open their mouth and speak it, right? But you're also very receptive to money. And the way that you're getting to your destination of your success, whatever you define as success to be, it's a very different way than a lot of people have gotten to it, because you look at the way that the crab moves, right? So I see you taking your power back, being a lot more, accepting that you're a lot wiser, that you're more knowledgeable, that your throat chakra is wide open. You have no problem speaking your mind. And I'm talking about to the highest frequency, speaking your mind, right? And that's where you're going to have your breakthrough, right? You have no problem using this sword and just saying, no, that doesn't work for me anymore. So let me just go ahead and sever ties for that, right? Without vibrating low, without coming off as negative, without coming off as clingy or unpredictable or moody or suspicious of everything. Yeah, your suspicions are spot on. Why do you need to physically see something? Like if you thought that somebody was cheating, they probably are. Right? Whether it's cheating with another person or another energy, they probably are. So you want to go with what you feel. You all are the I feel sign. You want to start really going with your feeling. A lot of people have been gaslighted into believing that, nah, your feeling is off base. You may have even dated some people who told you, nah, you're feeling the wrong thing. But you're going to start learning how to go with those feelings from now on, right? Again, getting back to activating your crown chakra, which is the God level of clarity. The number 11, I'm going to tell you why you've seen the number 11 everywhere. You've seen it everywhere, so you don't have to wait for November the 11th. This is not your first time in seeing November the 11th. It's not the first time you're seeing 1111. You've seen the number 11 in many different forms. You've seen it in the number 29, because 29 is 11. You've seen it in 38. Let's go back for a second, because let me do a reverse and forward. You've seen it in 29 and 92. You've seen it in 38 and 83. You've seen it in 47 and 74. You've seen it in 56 and 65. You've seen it in 74 and 47. You've seen it in 83 and 38. Again, you see how I'm going back and forth? You see it in 92 and 29. Yes, but you've also seen it in longer strings of numbered ones, like 119, 128, 137, so on and so forth, that can be reduced back to the number 11. So when you leave your house and you see, or you can see it around your house, it shows in different forms. Look at the wall. Look at the outlet. Those two slits, the number 11. So it's coming in so many different forms. Look at the door that you're about to walk into, or the door you're walking out to, the left and the right, number 11, right? Okay, so again, you're being more sensitive to the energies. Like I always said, and I said this before, every Cancer on the planet needs to start a YouTube channel and help people to understand, really need to help people understand how to listen to your highest self, to get a moon calendar, to start really paying attention. Because again, I see a lot of you all on fire. I see a lot of you all celebrating buying a property or getting a raise at work, because you're celebrating outside of a building. So you don't have to physically be celebrating outside of a building. Let's say you get a raise at work, and I see you just celebrating in your spirit, like, man, I got a raise at work. Look at this, right? I'm feeling like a kid again. Or something good may have happened for you at work, or you may be refinancing your house, or buying a new property, or selling a property, or whatever the case may be. But I see you celebrating outside of a house, somebody outside of a building. You could be celebrating outside of a courthouse, but I see you celebrating, right? That's what I'm saying, and feeling like, okay, I got my fire back, having this childlike exuberance again, starting to really learn how to trust the light inside of you. When you think about the number 11, it means that you're being asked to master something at a high level. The number 11 means that you're mastering listening to your inner voice, that sense, that the only true voice that's connected to your divinity, that's your soul, right? So anytime you sense, feel like a sense of, I'm not really sure, like sense of separation, your highest self and your lowest self, or you feeling some kind of division, that's when you want to really tune in. Every Cancer needs to have a moon calendar, because your ruling planet is the moon. So you need to know these moon cycles. That way you can figure out all the energies around you. Get those moon calendar and figure out those moon phases, and it's easy. You can just Google it, really. But I need you all to learn it intimately so that you can actually live your absolute best life. The challenging relationships that you were going through are coming to an end, a complete end, because you're going to start you're learning how to take your power back. You're going to start being more cautious and careful about the energies you allow to attach themselves to you. Because remember, as like the mother hen, right? The person who has this maternal energy that, you're nurturing your soul tribe, right? You're finding your tribe. You're developing a central role as a caregiver within your soul tribe. You don't want to invite spirits into your soul tribe that's going to feel uncomfortable by your decision in choosing people. Like, everybody in there is on the same frequency. This is it right here. If they're friends, they're all friends, right? They're family. They're your family, whether it's professional family or is a personal family. It's your family. You're walking away from everything that burns you, and you're walking right into your purpose, right? You're walking away from people who are selfish. You're walking away from people who are superficial, people who are attention seeking, people who have these outbursts of anger. They can't control their emotions. You're walking away from people who have a lack of patience, who have impulsive behavior, people who have burned you in the past, and you're walking right into your purpose. And guess what? Feeling great about it. You're walking into your own light. The number 11 is about light. You're walking into your own light. You know what your central role is, what you've been put here in this realm to do. You're no longer going to feel smothered. That person doesn't want to date you because, for whatever reason, okay, see you later. I'm not crying. I'm not shedding another tear unless it's a happy dance tear. I'm not doing that anymore. That's not happening. Job ends. Okay. I already know that God has something better for me. So see you later. Bye. Right? So again, you don't feel smothered anymore. Why? Because you've learned how to take your power back, and you're balancing out your daily affairs when it comes to money. A lot of you all are working regular jobs, but you also have a business, right? And so I'm seeing you balancing out your business. Again, you're at a point right now that, hey, listen, I know when danger is near. I know when I know what I feel, and I'm not going to question how I feel anymore. I have a big heart. I love hard. I love deep. And I'm going to protect this heart. I'm going to protect this heart. I'm going to protect my soft inner shell, my vulnerable interior, right? That's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm loving this for you. So yeah, 11, when you look at 11 means light, but it shows itself in so many different forms. Like I said, all those numbers that I share with you, anytime you get a string of numbers and you can reduce it to 11, it's a sign, hey, listen to your inner voice. What is your inner voice telling you? So you've experienced seeing the number 11 all around you. Their first time receive the portal information is coming through a womb, right? That's a portal right there. But your ear gates and your eye gates are also portals, Cancer. So here we have flowing like water. Where was your first experience with water? In the womb, right? So you had to come through that womb to be birthed into this realm that you're in right now. That was your death, rebirth, death from inside the womb, outside, a rebirth happening. And so for the person that was birthing it, was probably extremely painful. You heard the screaming, the crying, going off in the whole 9 yards. And that's how difficult rebirth is for a lot of people. It's like, I don't want to leave my old life behind. I don't want to leave it. And so you got to cut the umbilical cord, right? So that things can flow to you like water. So you have to be okay with this transition that you're in right now. And like I said, we're 8 days away from the next full moon. 8 represents the money exchange number, right? So what do you all call the money sign? It's a lot of things that's coming your way, and there's a lot of signs and symbols out here for you to see. So again, you're walking away from people who have burned you in the past, who were committed to not understanding your level of sensitivity and how you've been a nurturer to them, right? And so this is where you're just pushing them out of the nest and letting them fly on their own, right? And letting God take over. They're going to eventually learn how to fly, or they're going to fall, right? But again, for you, you've taken them as far as you can take them. You can take them, and now it's up to them, right, to fly. But again, you are that, like I said, your life purpose is to find your tribe and develop a central role as a caregiver within that tribe. And so your life is revolving around some form of family, whether it's personal or professional. Use those antennas that you have, their symbol is a crab, to determine who's dangerous or who's safe to allow in your space, okay? That's what I have for you, Cancers. Continue having a fantastic life and keep attracting all the right energies, right? Yes, those are your superpowers, your antennas. That's what I have for you, Cancers. Have a great one. Bye.